Like, is it weird to you guys that peanuts can be that like toxic to people? Like, what
Can you guys do a baby cry sound?
This podcast brought to you by the freckle on my asshole. It looks like poo.
There is a world as tangible as our own, impossible to see yet unavoidable to sense. A world enveloped by a seemingly unending ocean of forests. Buried deep in that forest, tucked away neatly within a blanket of twilight, lies a quaint little cabin. And in that cabin
is a bunch of guys who's a bunch of bullshitter.
Welcome to SleepyCast, home of
The SleepyCabin crew.
SleepyCast. I'm Chris. Wait, that was horrible. I've got a severe lack of charisma.
That was perfect.
Okay.
Okay, Mick.
Yeah.
What is your thought on girls who bleed out of their pussies?
Oh, out of their pussies?
Well, there's this new phenomenon going on. I've seen more of it recently, and I don't really like it because I think it's gross, but maybe that's just a bias.
Is this bleeder thing you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck is this bleeder
Free bleeding
thing?
is basically girls against the patriarchy, and they think that the man made tampons for them
to shut up. Shut that bloody vagina up.
Yeah.
So basically,
stop talking, stop queasing.
Yeah. So basically, like, these girls are going around and they're not putting tampons in, so they're just like fucking staining everybody's like seats and stuff to prove a point.
Isn't that vandalism?
I mean, that's my point. Like, it's like these people think they're being outspoken, but it's like the reason why you stuff cotton balls into your pussies, ladies.
Is this a real thing, Cory?
It's real. It's real. It's
No,
a like thing going on.
But, like, have you ever seen one though?
No, I've seen like a few posts of it and stuff, and I've seen videos of people just bleeding and walking around. Yeah,
I saw that like artistic
it's a new
thing.
phenomenon.
I saw that
going
artistic
on.
thing, well, artistic in quotes, and she was standing at a window like a mannequin,
Yeah.
and she was fully naked, and she had like a big canvas under her, and she was like free bleeding on the
Yeah,
canvas.
it's basically like they just do mundane things and just like they're free bleeding. But basically, my biggest issue is they think it's like this huge like thing where it's like, oh, society wants me to wear a tampon so I can fit in. But it's like, no, you're supposed to do that out of the courtesy of your heart. You're being kind when you don't bleed on people and stain their furniture.
You know what? That would be like
stuff.
someone who had like a severe ass leakage problem, and then they felt like they were being,
Oppressed.
Oppressed because someone was like, dude, can you please wear a diaper because you got shit all over my couch.
Nick!
It's like, damn you!
Nick,
Stop pressing my
the
ass!
ass leaking community are going to fucking go after you after this.
Nick, poopy butt syndrome is a very serious thing.
And you know what? They tend to wear diapers,
They
right?
come in droves. Poopy butts.
They poop in droves too.
Yeah, they poop in droves.
No, I'm just like, I don't understand how the whole free bleeding thing couldn't. It just seems really rude.
It is. It's rude, and it's just inconsiderate. And it's like these people think like, oh, I'm being inconsiderate.
I mean, if you had a bloody arm and you were bleeding,
I got a bloody finger right now. I'm sucking on it.
but like you wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm just rubbing it all over your fucking couch and
Well,
shit.
you might.
I would not.
Well, what do you think the cave women did?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, why did we evolve to bleed at our pussies?
Well, because they're
And
like
speaking of
injecting
that-
their like vaginal walls.
I know,
up.
but fuck's sake.
I was
like-
doing research and I was like looking at image fat for like art and stuff. Like,
Oh,
of course,
okay, of course.
spreading their pussies because
you do.
it's a good referential place to find references for the kind of smut and dirty, whorish art I do.
Right.
So I was looking for references on what to draw, and I noticed that a lot of older women tend to get these like gray crustaceans around the edges of their pussies.
Crustaceans?
Yeah.
Like fucking crabs?
The pussies like
There's like
small
barnacles
crabs.
gathering.
Lobsters.
Do you remember that episode of Futurama where at the end the dude's like bones like fucking crippled into him? It was like, do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what pussies do. Because, I noticed something. I noticed like teen and stuff you're not supposed to talk about pussies, or these prestige pussies
Pristine?
that have yet to fall out, fall apart.
Isn't that like
They
Call of
haven't
Duty slang?
experienced. They
Like a
haven't
prestige level.
yeah, and then you see like these older women and their pussies are falling out, graying around
Well,
the
that's
edges.
aging.
What I
That's
don't
like,
understand.
They're gray everywhere. They gray their
Yeah, that one time when I saw an old lady puss, I was like, it's pretty gray looking. I'm not gonna lie. When I was in Vegas, I looked up out of a swimming pool and I saw this old lady standing with big baggy shorts.
Well,
I
I
saw her
guess-
right up there.
Pussies are
It's like a jellyfish.
She was just standing there like,
pussies, I guess, are like exposed wounds that never heal.
Yeah.
They're just constantly open and let the air flow in.
Yeah, I always thought it was kind of dangerous. You talk about caveman times, and animals like bears and stuff can smell menstruation. They can smell the blood.
Yeah, they can. The ovulation, the hormones and shit.
It almost seems like something we would have evolved out of.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would think that maybe pussies would eventually grow into a thing where they contract and go inside themselves.
Well, like evolution doesn't have like a set in mind. It's like it doesn't know what what it's
But
going
if
to do.
pussies are supposed
It
to be
works.
made as baby makers,
But it works. Yeah.
if pussies are supposed to be baby makers in like baby fucking homes, then how come when a baby comes out it's ruined forever?
What, the pussy's ruined forever?
Yeah, you
well,
should-
because
ruined.
the baby's big and the pussy has to expand much larger.
Yeah, but if pussies
much like,
were made for that,
They do, trust me.
Yeah, but
Look, they kind of are, because after they get torn open, that's when, like, if you have like 3 or 4 kids, you could accidentally just fart one out and not even know, because it's just been broken
Yeah,
open
they just
so
slide out
many
when you're-
times. It's just like,
It kind of seems kind of weird though. Like everything's evolved to like shit babies out and break your fucking like hips and shit, and your body changes, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of think like, why didn't we just mitosis like worms?
Listen,
It seems to make more
listen,
sense.
this is incredibly
Well-
insensitive, and I'm not a girl, so I probably look like an ignorant asshole.
We all do, Corey. Go on.
But it's just something I've always thought was interesting, that pussies aren't made to withstand tons of babies.
they are though.
Well,
Like
they're supposed to, but
like men are supposed to impregnate as many women as possible, make them have as many babies as possible, so they can like have like.
Yeah, but you
doesn't
destroy
seem
the
very
foundation
natural.
from the
Yeah.
beginning, and then it
But
just,
no, you don't-
babies just fall out accidentally.
Yeah, but
you
that's
have to
still-
like stitch a pussy back together when you're done with.
You don't
like,
have
with
to. Yeah, but
childbirth.
evolution doesn't know that. Like when you
I know, but it should though. It's evolution.
No, it shouldn't. Why
it
should
should.
it? No, it shouldn't, because like the woman body is like, oh yeah, the dick isn't going to fucking feel my tight pussy anymore. It doesn't care. Like it doesn't know that.
No, but you
Corey,
would think that.
Corey,
Corey.
free bleeders.
So yeah, so that's basically like my biggest issue, but it's like
Sorry, on that, I just have to say, this is kind of a segue. I remember one of the first times I ever went down on a girl.
No.
This was, so, there's no names on this, but when I lived in Malaysia, and the girl I was dating at the time, she had a really nice apartment, but there was an empty apartment across from her apartment. So we went in there, and it was dark. You know, it had a bed and it had some furniture, but it was pretty much empty. And, you know, we were messing around, we were having sex, and
Dude.
she told me to go down on her. She was actually very adamant about me going down on her. Anyways, so I go
She's
down,
grabbing your head.
I go down, and I'm like, wow. You are really wet, and I don't know what's going on down here.
No.
And then,
Tastes delicious.
No, and then she put her hand down there, and she's like, "Oh my God, no, this isn't right. Go turn on the light. Go turn on the light." So I go over, I flip on the light, and she screams. There was blood all in between her legs, all over this. Like there was no sheets on the mattress. There was just the mattress, and there was also this big mirror that was like pinned up against the wall. So she's screaming. There's blood all over the bed.
Like fucking murder
It's like
scene.
it's like a murder scene, like a baby exploded out of her vagina or something. And then I look in the mirror over her, and there's blood just all over my face, going down my chin, and I start like ah. Yeah, and I never wanted to go down on a girl after that. It was very traumatizing.
Ever?
I have since then. I got over it.
the same thing happened to someone I used to know. He actually went down on his girlfriend
Niece? Oh.
on he went down on his blood relative on the 4th of July.
You are from Missouri.
Yeah.
No, okay, sorry.
But he went down on her on the 4th of July, and he said that while he was doing it, he got this really strong spicy sensation in his mouth, but he kept going and he didn't know what it was. And then later on, he found, okay, and this is the best part, okay, because the girl, you know, a part of the stereotype, she was Mexican.
So she ate a lot of spicy food.
So when
Did she pee in his mouth?
No, she bled in
but
his
she
mouth.
just happened to have spicy vagina.
Yeah, she had spicy vagina blood.
That's absolutely true, dude. Because if I eat too much hot sauce and I take a piss, I can feel it burning my dick hole as it's coming out.
So she must have eaten like one of those like spicy midnight enchiladas, and when he went down on her, he tasted like her like spicy blood that like ovulated through her whole body and
Ovulated?
Hold on, okay. If you ever,
ovulating girl.
if you've ever gone down on someone, or if they've gone down on you, has the person going down ever been farted on?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Are you talking about?
Queefed on.
man?
You've been queefed
Oh,
on?
queefed. Oh, cool. I used to know this chick.
I mean, straight up farted though.
I used to know
I've
this
never
chick.
farted, Jeremy.
I don't know if I ever said this. I used to know this chick where we were sitting in class, and she had this bizarre talent to queef on command. Whoa. I'm not sure if I ever told the story, but we were sitting in sociology class, and we were sitting there, and she's like, "You guys want to hear me queef?" And we're like, yeah. And then she went, and we were like, whoa.
You should get a job in a wind tunnel.
She was like, okay, I'm gonna do it again. And she queefed again, and she's like, smell, it smells like chocolate chip cookies. And
Whoa!
it actually smelled like chocolate chip cookies.
I love
Little
that you went
M&M
down to
bits.
go smell it. You were like, here, do it again,
No,
on
she
my
did
face.
it up. She did like a horse queef in her fucking face.
What?
It smelled like chocolate, and not just chocolate. It smelled like. I don't know if I could do like queef taste testing.
You would have to, because I
get a blindfold and just get a-
It smelled like chocolate chip cookies with M&M bits.
That is so specific.
So specific. A little burnt too. The cookies were a little burnt.
Come on. Now you're getting a little
Do they have a warm?
crazy.
Do they have a warm, soft center?
Are you saying
Do
I'm not allowed to have a sixth sense to tasting queef cookies?
Sex in general is gross.
Yeah.
You ever just be like, I'm so fucking horny, and then you get a girl on you, and you're like, ugh, this is nasty.
That's the thing. It's like what Stamper said. He said like sex is supposed to be dirty and nasty, and you're supposed to just go all out.
Look, I don't mind having dirty, nasty sex. The thing is, I am very smell oriented, and like I pull down my pants, and I'm like, whoa, like a green cloud wafts up into my face.
You know what
I know
you can
that's
do?
disgusting. I
Do you
can't
know
have
what you
sex.
can do?
And the same thing happens sometimes with girls. You pull down
Do you
their
know what you
undies,
do?
their cute little panties, and all of a sudden it's like the equivalent of a bowl of smell, just like raging bowl, just charges your nostrils.
Gross.
Do you know, Nick? Do you know what you do? Okay, you take one of those.
Some Febreze.
No. You take one of those those fun size balloons. You get a Dollar General. You snip the edge of it. You stretch it up and put it over your head so you block your nose area. And then I'm being fucking serious. That way you can handle anything because technically you can't smell anything. You poke holes in it too if you need to see. But
What are you talking
Oh
about?
my
You can't
God.
blow up a fucking balloon and poke holes in it.
listen.
What?
Me and my friends used to nigger rig so many
Oh my
things.
God.
Wait, what?
Do I have to cut that out?
No, we can
that's
say that.
that's
We'll say that.
really.
Or if you give context, maybe we can keep it and go on.
Okay, I'm not trying to be racist when I say it.
so-
It's just that the term like that would be like ghetto rigging stuff.
Wait,
Like, are you
And
about like
yours-
jerry rigging when you
yeah, but
MacGyver
it's a new
something?
term. It's the Compton term.
Yeah, this seems like the really
Why do people in
racist
Compton
term
say
for it. Why, we used to call it MacGyvering back in the day.
It's called N-word rigging.
So that's the new thing. The
well,
kids,
anyway, it's like
all the kids.
yeah,
are
because we were
on about
outside
now.
and my friend's like, man, I need a barbecue, and it's like we don't have a fucking grill. So he's like, hold on. He finds some wire tin. He finds like some old cord thing, and he just like sort of like wraps it around it, and then he gets like this coal and stuff, and he makes a fireplace, a homemade fireplace made out of just shit laying around in his yard. And I'm like, what the fuck? What'd you do? He's like, oh, I just knew that.
Wow.
And it's just like a term. Like, it's, if you...
Your friend's a racist.
For me. Like, when I used to try and put things in my ass, if I had to compensate because I didn't go out and buy condoms, I just used bags with fucking rubber bands at the end.
Is that what the...
I can barely feel shit with a condom on. With a fucking plastic bag from Walmart.
The rubber band. Yeah.
You kidding, Cory?
It's not a-
No, he's saying when he puts stuff in his ass.
It's one of those big black bags that you... Yeah.
That's a bin liner.
If you don't have condoms, look for a bag and maybe a little crinkle, maybe a
Cory,
little noisy.
don't
Wrap
tell
it-
kids to do this, you big idiot.
Cory.
This is wrong. You're gonna have a million kids getting pregnant now because of you.
Chris.
He's like a respectable
I
man.
have to know.
Yeah.
If you had to marry a woman,
Oh.
okay?
Yes.
You have two choices, right? They're
Yeah.
both standing right in front of you, but you're gonna have to marry one of these. There's no other option.
Yeah.
One of them has really long gorilla arms and tiny little baby legs.
Whoa.
And the other one has tiny little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms and really long
Torpedo titties.
and really long giraffe legs.
Okay.
You have to marry one. Which one?
And these torpedo titties, the blue veins are fucking
Cory,
stinking.
you shut
man.
up. This is not part of it.
Gorilla arm baby legs or T-Rex arm giraffe legs?
Look,
Torpedo
this
titty.
is actually quite a tough one, right?
And you know what? They're actually identical twins. So they have the same face
and the
same butt.
She has the strength of Jurassic legs.
okay, but
So
listen, this is the dilemma.
She can crush baby dinosaurs' heads.
This is the dilemma. You ready? Both of them can't give good blowjobs. A big gorilla fist would rip your cock off. Little T-Rex arm would barely feel anything.
Okay.
That's already like a deal breaker. That's shit. I like blowjobs and
It
jerk
doesn't
off.
matter what the deal breaker is. There has to be a deal.
I have
Make
to
a
pick
deal.
it. Okay, well, I guess I'd be less afraid of the fucking long-legged idiot. The fucking gorilla arm would be kind of scary. I said she's got like short legs to be walking around with gorilla arms.
She's like
got like Tommy Pickles baby legs. Like she's like with
this.
inwards feet.
She's like a fucking gorilla over here.
I don't want
She
either of
always
these
has to
bitches.
be on top because you have Donkey Kong hands
And
right
put the
next to
fucking
your
giraffe
fucking
leg
head.
lady. She could run over and kick you into the sky and kill you. I would probably go with the long-legged lady.
Yeah?
Because she'd have the like little stupid arms. But
You like little baby
you
arms?
could still fuck her.
Is that what you like? You like her to touch you with her little baby arms?
Make your dick look
You're
bigger.
gross. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're pervert.
No,
That's
you're
what this
making me
proved.
picked from two deformed
It
idiots.
doesn't matter what you picked. You would have been a pervert.
Oh, can I tell a story about today?
Please.
That reminds me. I was coming out of CVS pharmacy, and guess what was at the front door?
A chip lady?
No.
Chick with
Okay,
gorilla
imagine.
hands.
Imagine a freshly born chick, like a gross little like fetus, like veiny chicken,
Like chicken? Okay.
mixed with a little boy, and that's what was there, right?
Oh, no.
And it was like a Girl Scout cookie.
Dude, I've heard of stuff like this. Do you know what it is?
No, I was about to get to that, right? This was a conflict in my head,
Oh my
right? So you
God.
walk out, this lady walks up to you, she's like, "Do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies?" You look over at the Girl Scout, there's a Girl Scout, and then there's the deformed little chicken boy. And you're like, what the fuck, right? So I was like thinking,
That's what you said.
okay, no, I didn't
Before
say
you
shit.
get
I was
the
like, I
Girl
got no
Scout
money because I didn't have any money, right? But this is what was going on in my head. I was like, so did they put that little chicken boy there to make me feel bad and give them money, or did they bring along her little chicken brother because she's really nice sister? And I didn't know which one.
You
It's
should
the
have just
latter.
asked. You should have just
Yeah, you
pointed
should-
right at the chicken boy and
Be
said,
like, what is up with this chicken boy?
Say,
What is this?
This is actually something that's true.
I swear to God, no,
like,
I
it's like
really
people-
think they put him there to make you feel
He
bad.
fucking caw and look
Now
for
that you
seeds.
mentioned it, he did look at me and go,
Was he like Sim Fuckus?
no, he was worse. I swear. No,
He was
I don't
worse?
want to be mean, but no, I swear.
Helium boy,
they
big
found
head,
the most.
John?
They found the most deformed kid to put him there. I swear.
You know what they
I've never
did?
seen anything like it. What? I'm not trying to be
you know
mean.
what? I don't understand. Like, if the Girl Scout was a chicken scout, like a chicken Girl Scout, that would kind of make sense a little bit.
This is what I'm-
But it's so
I'm-
weird. Like, buy my Girl Scout cookies.
And buy my
here's a
chicken
boy.
Buy my chicken
Yeah.
boy cookies.
That is
Like,
weird.
is this being mean? Like, I'm just trying to get my head around
That's
it.
his
Did
job.
they put a
He
little
was
boy
hired-
there that's deformed specifically so I'd buy their cookies?
No, no, the little boy was
Or were they being really nice to him because they're great, like mom and sister?
No,
or whatever?
I'm not trying to be cynical, but that sounds a little too
Yeah, I didn't
set up.
I didn't think so. I was
Yeah.
like, this is kind of fucked up.
That's
huh?
really sad too, because
That's
it's
like
like
a-
clearly the people that love him or take care of him are like totally taking advantage
That's
of him.
another
too.
thing. I was like, if
They're
I had
using him.
if I had a deformed little boy, I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
I would leave him at home
you
to
know-
play Xbox.
Unless
You know what's actually-
he was the mastermind.
Do you know
And the
what's-
little chicken boy's like,
Oh.
hey, mom, you got to take me with Maggie to the store because I'll just stand there and people throw money at me.
Do you know what's fucked up? Realistically, around Christmas time, where that dude like shakes a bell and expects people to put money into a little
Santa
thing?
Claus?
That's
No.
not,
Oh.
the
Jesus, Mick.
What's that called? Where they like
The
The
Dangliners.
Salvation Army.
yeah.
Yeah.
If they had some like person with elephantitis doing that,
Yeah.
you would think people would take second glances, and then when they actually see that this is a man with elephantitis, they would donate.
I feel like it's hit or miss because half the people are going to feel guilty and want to give him stuff, and the other half are just going to be like, and run away. Like
I feel like
they
it's
don't-
different though if you're just like some dude shaking a bell in people's faces when they walk
Yeah.
by, or if you're like a guy with
Look.
elephantitis. Like people may turn and run, or they'll
Grocery stores do this really cheap tactic, right? Where you get to the bagging area and then they have a charity and they're like, "I'll bag your bag for you for free."
Yeah, that's mainly
And you're
in
like,
Ireland, yeah.
You're like, "Fuck off! All
Yeah.
you want is money. Get out of here! I don't want you to guilt me into giving you free
That
money."
happens
You know
in
what? The
Ireland.
other
It
thing
pisses
they
me
do
off so
is-
bad.
The other thing is like, let's say there's a long line of people behind you,
Yeah.
and you're buying like, let's say a pack of cigarettes and a bottle of Jack. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So you're clearly you have money to engage in bad habits, and they ask you for $1 for cancer for kids, and there's 8 people behind you, and you're like, no. You know,
Yeah.
like what are you supposed to say?
It's so fucked up.
It's one thing if I'm going to a place like you say, like to buy like a fucking pack of cigarettes and brandy,
Yeah.
and just like. But it's another thing when you go to a place and you're going to a fucking fast food place like
Yeah.
Burger King or McDonald's. You're just getting some quick food, and then they're like, "Would you like to donate $1?" It's like, can you really not? tell me
Cashiers are
this?
made to say that. They don't.
You
give a
know
fuck
what
whether or
is
not-
smart though? Is what I'm trying. The point I'm trying to make. What is smart is what Wawa does.
They have a bucket on the table. In front-
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
After you order, like after you give them money, the money goes to this little area thing, and then you see this thing right here. You're just like, oh, I don't want to carry change in my fucking pocket,
Yeah.
so you just
That's
drop
genius.
it. In
yeah.
the thing.
That is actually really smart.
It's
And you know what? I don't mind that at all.
I don't either, and I usually do that. It's like that would be way easier instead of saying like, here, donate. There's people who are dying. You just bought $1 cheeseburger. It's just like let me have the
You know,
option.
it's interesting because the difference between somebody asking you for money and then you feeling like you got robbed
Yeah.
versus you just being like, yeah, I think I'm going to do something good today.
Yeah.
There's a difference in how you feel when you give that money.
Exactly. I
Nobody
feel like-
likes carrying around change. It's a genius concept.
Yeah.
Just fucking throw it in. You're done.
Yeah.
And you save the world.
That's true.
Everybody give your change.
By the
to
way,
the
please
chicken
donate
boys.
to our Patreon.
To the chicken boys and to our Patreon.
Yeah, no, every time you like put your change in one of those little buckets, you feel like you're a great person. You're just like,
But how would you
You
feel?
look at the cashier
Yeah,
and
but
you're
how
like,
would you feel
yeah.
if like it had a fanfare every time you threw it in, so everyone was doing it and it became like the coolest thing? You wouldn't feel very good donating to it, would you, Niall?
yeah, you big idiot.
yeah, I'd fucking do it every day, Cory.
Asshole.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think that chicken boy was there for? I think he was there to sell his own chicken boy cookies and like.
Yeah,
right
you
off
didn't
the Girl
ask.
Scouts.
You were getting snickerdoodles. You
Yeah.
didn't ask for chicken.
Yeah,
boy
you know what?
cookies, man.
That Girl Scout actually stole his cookies and shoved them into the gutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Selling
go
eggs.
away.
Little chicken boy
He was
was
laying
held
eggs.
by his own will. You could have broken free if you would have bought his chicken cookies.
It was really weird, like, because there was a Subway across the street, so when I sat down to eat a Subway, I was just looking over at him, and he was just, like, running around, and, like, the mom was, like, grabbing him and, like, bringing him back over.
She had like a leash on him.
I was kind of like, look, all I'm saying is, if I was a retarded chicken, I would just want to stay at home and play Xbox. That's all I want to
I
say.
wouldn't want to be dragged out to the store.
If I was a retarded chicken, I would go on Xbox Live and scream at people at the top of my lungs. Just squawk.
So I had mentioned to Chris before. I thought you guys were all a bunch of hot, sexy, young GQ Romeos. Because every time we go out, we're always flocked by girls, and they always walk
What's
right
GQ?
by me,
Jerry
and they
curl?
turn their noses up, and then they walk right
Mick.
into your guys' arms.
You're a big ultra
Mick.
bullshitter.
Wait,
What?
what are you talking about, Mick?
GQ Jerry curl.
You know what? I hate you. So
Is that what it is?
my question was, what is the dumbest thing that you've ever done for a girl? Like you would have never, ever in your life ever thought about doing this, and you even hated doing it when you did it, but you did it, and you did it for a girl, either because you had feelings for her or because you wanted to have feelings in her.
That's a...
I have one.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
I figured at least now, considering your past Tinder escapades, that you would have at least a handful of these stories.
Well, it's not what you think. I once worked at a supermarket for 8 months for a girl, so I could like live with her.
Did she ask you to?
No, but I needed to support myself, and I did. Like, if I didn't live with her, I could have went back home and lived there. Pretty much gave up my whole fucking life.
Oh no, I was gonna say, after you worked there, did you guys split up or what?
Yes. For like 8 months.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm way
So
better.
much for
I'm
your
way better at
master
doing that
plan.
shit now. Like when I was on a date recently, the chick brought me into Victoria's Secret. Why do they always fucking do that? No matter when you're with a girl, they always bring you into Victoria's Secret. This is the first time I met this girl.
Yeah.
Brought me in there. I go, oh, that hand lotion smells nice, because I remember seeing that.
No,
hand
I'm
lotion.
not in a situation like that.
I
Where I
know.
walk into Victoria's Secret and they're like, "Well, I want that like
I know.
really expensive gown over there."
And I was like, well, that's not what Victoria's Secret's for. But I was like, oh, that
they-
smells nice. She goes, why don't you buy me some? I was like, no. Like now I'm so much better.
That's why she brought you in there.
Yeah.
She just brought you
fuck.
into the store so you buy her
Oh fuck,
something.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's just like nightwear and lingerie.
Yeah. So she
I don't
goes
know
in.
why. I was thinking of something.
She
else.
goes in, she finds the most expensive, sexy underwear, tries it on, shows it to you, flashes you a little leg, and then she's like, "You like this?" And you're like, "Yeah, baby." And she's like, "All right."
I was like,
Where's
yeah,
your
but
credit card?
Not enough to buy it for you. That's what I was like.
I was
yeah,
not-
so I've gotten better at that. Like I used to be a little bitch.
I was never in this situation.
You've never been like one time. I went back to Seattle over the summer, and there was this girl, and apparently she was really into. I didn't find this out until later.
Yeah.
You know what a colonic is?
Yeah.
No.
She
Alright.
loved getting them.
She would get them.
It doesn't seem like something you get
Yo,
addicted to.
several
What is
times
that?
a month.
What does that mean?
It's when
Okay, so basically what it is you lie down on this little bed thing,
Yeah.
and they take a plastic tube and they shove it up your butthole,
Oh!
and then they fill your entire intestinal cavity with water.
Okay.
Like they just pump you full of water.
Well, that's
Yeah.
an enema.
Hold on.
Yes,
well,
it's-
it's kind of like that, except it's literally your entire intestines, and then you gotta hold it, right? You gotta hold it for a little bit,
Yeah.
and the whole time you feel like you're gonna shit yourself, and they're like, "Don't worry, that's totally normal. You're gonna feel like you want to poop because there's like blockage in your intestines. All it is when the water hits that wall." Just let it happen. Don't try to poop this tube out. Just let it work its magic, and it'll break through the wall, and then all of a sudden it'll fill up more of your intestines. Then when they're done, when you're totally full of water,
Yeah.
they suck it all out. And there's this machine, so all the water that was in your intestines comes pouring out or being sucked out through this tube, and then you can see all the stuff because it's like a clear tube.
Yeah,
so you
it's
can see
gross.
everything that was in your
That's
intestines.
disgusting.
So you can see all of like this intestinal plaque. You see all these little turd nuggets. You
must
see it literally looks like one of the levels from Battletoads. Like and there's just like all this goo and shit.
did she have like a? Could you see a reflection in her butthole? Was it that clean?
I never actually looked at her butthole.
Oh, really?
I wasn't really into butts during that period of time.
That also
kind
ruins
of
the
later.
magic for me, because like anytime I see a hot girl, I always think like, oh, there's a big old turd sliding around her intestines. And then
Somewhere.
like, yeah, but that chick, I guess
No,
not.
she was clean as a
She-
whistle.
Why do you
knows her-
think of that? Why do you?
I don't know, it's-
Why do you think?
Now's a
Because
pervert.
it's funny. I don't know. I just think it just comes in my
funny.
head. I know it's not funny. It just pops in my head. It's just fucking stupid shit.
When I see a picture of like a fucking famous like chick, like she's like starring on like the red carpet, I'm like, she's gonna poop later.
Exactly. Same thing.
Dude, I was telling Zach in New York when I was walking around, everyone's very fashionable and there's a lot of really pretty ladies.
You know what I think? What I'm thinking?
Whoa.
I'm thinking if she has a bleached butt, she has one of those brown holes.
Yeah.
Oh, the browns are the pinks.
Yep.
What are you, Cory?
I don't care.
But no, what are you?
I'm probably dirty.
You're
dirty brown.
You're dirty black.
Dirty black.
Just slightly off the color.
I'm team dirty black.
I think we're officially getting to the too much information.
Okay.
No. It's not a bad thing. I just don't think
Guys,
we've ever.
I have a dirty
we've
butthole
never
with
gotten this
hair
far
on it.
before.
Where we're gonna get way up inside of ourselves and share it with the world.
Guys, I have a dirty butthole with hair on it.
If you can see it, this is the equivalent of us literally putting a webcam right up to our butts and spraying our cheeks as far as we can.
Oh, you know what I used to do when I was younger?
I'm not sure.
Not that. No, but listen, no. Do you remember Burnout Paradise? It was a game for Xbox 360 and PS3.
Okay.
They made they designed it so that when someone online takes you out, like they smash your car into your car and you explode, they get a picture of your face going like, "Oh no, you killed me!" But me and my friend Jack, we used to like spread our butts up into the camera, and then they take us out and just get like a picture of our asses. It was so fucked up.
I don't know what it was about asses
Dude,
when I was a
that
kid.
was like-
Everyone used to moon people when I was a kid. That was like a thing.
It's funny. It's like you have to wonder how these fucking people at Microsoft, these idiots who inquire these webcam things, they have these online things. So like, people aren't gonna abuse this stuff. People aren't gonna play fucking Uno with a bunch of million anonymous people, and you're not gonna get these guys fucking jerking off with little kids playing fucking Uno.
It's gonna be families sitting around the
It's
table
like
choking their wieners at the camera.
I never understood that. I never understood they make these fucking like webcam games and they don't think people are gonna abuse it. Because let's face it, if you allow somebody, it's like with Dark Souls. Originally, when people were doing Dark Souls, they were doing like horrible names. Like they were trying to do as vulgar as possible, and they're trying to get away through the censors. That's
Some
what
of the-
people are always gonna
you
try
know
to
what?
do.
Those images, I feel like get burned into your psyche. Like when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I went back to Seattle for 1 year, and I remember I was with this group of guys, and it was just because some of the guys in this group were friends that I hung out with when I was a kid before I left Washington. Yeah. So I remember we'd go out, and I felt so terrible about it. I mean, besides TPing this one girl's house whose father was actually in the hospital with cancer, I found out later. Like the worst, the thought of like the mom and her having to go out and clean up. They had a big yard too, just like cleaning up toilet paper, and like their dad was in the I like never ever wanted to TP a house after that. Anyways, but this one thing they would do, they would go around and moon people randomly on the sidewalks, but they wouldn't just moon people. Basically, you're at a stoplight and or someone's trying to do a crosswalk and they've got the hand and they've got to stand there and wait. That means that when you come up to the red light, they're right to your side. They can see you. Yeah. And what they would do is they'd be like, "Oh, excuse me, sir, do you have the time?" And they would look down at their watches because no one had smartphones at the time. They'd look down at their watch, and then all of a sudden one of them would get up and they'd stick their ass as far as they could out of the window and spread their butt cheeks. So when the person looked back up from the watch, they'd be staring right into the guy's ass, and then we'd drive off laughing. But in retrospect, I just imagine like that was burned into their mind, like looking directly into this teenage boy's butthole.
You never know what he could like. You were driving off, but he could have been like coming in his pants.
That's true too. Like what is this? And by the time he figured it out,
very ugly.
We were gone in a cloud of smoke.
Cyclops or something.
You have to wonder. Yeah, the first thing you see is just
It's like I
this
saw
hairy
this
butt. You're just
deformed
like,
kid's face. He had one eye, and it was squinting at me.
He was sticking his tongue out. Wait, you know what I just realized? You were talking about a tangent about girls, and then we just totally went off.
I was just saying, there's really fashionable, beautiful women in New York, and they're walking along, and they got these big high heels on, and they're like wearing like this really great outfit, and all of a sudden they got a really sexy walk, and then they just fucking face plant. I saw one woman do this.
That's so funny.
She was when I saw her from across the street, I was like, whoa. Then all of a sudden I was like, wow! Because she fucking like, and we were talking about humanizing these people. Like when you see like these really gorgeous people, sometimes it's like they're almost not human. You know what I mean? They're like above human.
Reptoids.
Right, exactly. They're like magazine covers. but when you see them do something human, or when you think about them like taking a shit or something like that, it humanizes them. But watching somebody faceplant really humanizes them. And it wasn't even her like literally faceplanting, it was everything that led up to that. Her legs like bent backwards and were kind of like just going in circles like little helicopters going in opposite directions, and then she faceplanted. But it was that awkwardness of that whole thing.
Oh my God.
And then like nobody helped her up. Everyone just kept
I
walking
used to
like
always
by
make me
her.
laugh because like Clockwork in Ireland, like the girls would get all dolled up and go out at nighttime. So like you could just, if you're just sitting in the car and you're looking out the window, you're like bound to see some girl who thinks she's the hottest shit ever,
Yeah.
just like fucking fall.
Oh yeah, not only that, especially when they're drunk.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you'll see
Exactly.
like girls like all decked up and you know, dressed really nice, and then like they just like puke all over themselves
Yeah.
or something like that. No, absolutely.
We ever tell you what me and Niall used to do when everyone got drunk at the weekends in Ireland?
No.
So we used to live in the main street of Wexford, which is the main town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like right near the club.
At 2 a.m. every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, people would be coming home, like fucking tons and tons of people every night, right? So
Yeah.
we see lots of fights, lots of girls fall on their faces and shit.
Yeah.
But one time, I was coming home from America and I bought a Brookstone projector from the airport. It's just like a little 720p projector.
Yeah, little mini projector.
But we hooked it up to Niall's computer and we got a picture of the Virgin Mary off of Google. And we shined it on the building across the street.
Chris After Effects it to be like creepy and move like
She
slowly.
like slightly moved a bit, so she's like breathing up and down, and there's like particles coming out from it. It looked really good.
Yeah.
But we used to shine it on the building across from us, and we'd find like lone girls walking home at nighttime. So all, like there's not a single light on the street on. We just shine this projector at the window, and
So
they look over, and the second they look over, you put your hand over the projector.
So just-
Oh, so
so she
disappears.
disappears the second they see
Yeah, so they look at it
so
and
then
they're
they're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
they don't know what the fuck they saw. Remember, Chris, do you remember the time when there were these girls walking by and we did it and they all saw it and they're like, ah!
Yeah, they
and then they
freaked
ran
out.
to their car.
Yeah.
And then the car came back and it like
it
stopped
stopped.
it and they were like, yeah, this is where it was. And then we just did it again. And they're like, ah! And they just drove off. They just like fucking shat themselves.
The actual best one though was when there was this guy, right, and he was with a girl, and there was this corner right across from our flat where there was always people fucking down there, like always, right? Like, but this one night a guy was walking with his girl, and they both sat in the corner for no reason. He started fingering her and sucking on her titties or whatever.
Yeah.
So then we were just like, get the Exorcist face. We fucking got this scary Exorcist face. We shut it on the wall. So the guy's there like sucking on her titty or whatever, and she looks up and she's like, ah!
It was at the angle so only she could see it. So,
Yeah.
he was like, he probably met her that night at the fucking club.
he probably thought she was having the
met her
weirdest
at
orgasm
stores.
ever. She's like, oh my god, I'm doing it right.
Yeah, she was like, ah! He's like, I'm good, baby, I'm good.
But what happened was he was like, she looks up, she sees the fucking scary Exorcist face, she screams, we cover it, and he's like, what the fuck? And she's like, I saw, never mind. And he's like, yeah, whatever. He starts fingering her again. We did it again. She's like, ah! And he's just like, what? And
Eventually they got up and left, but like that lasted about an hour.
I thought it was gonna get like all like really sad and stuff. Like you just started smacking her, and you guys felt really terrible about starting a domestic dispute.
we just used to scare the fuck. It was just a simple little projector. It wasn't even that good. It was actually more so the fact that it was such a bad projector that you just got the faint image. So
Right.
it wasn't too obviously a projector. It was more so like you could definitely imagine these people seeing it and being like, was that my brain that just
Right.
Because it was so faint on the wall.
You know, I
It was
feel
so
like
It's
that's
that faint though.
That's like one of the biggest problems I think with horror films nowadays is that they're so clean and they're
Yeah.
shot so well.
Yeah.
That like it's what was so awesome about the old ones was that it was kind of grittier.
Yeah.
And like your imagination had to fill in the blanks. you know?
Exactly.
And like with these nice ones, it's like, oh, you know, they're more grotesque deaths.
Yeah.
But they're so clean, like the visuals are so clean that you
they're
see
just
everything and
perfect.
it doesn't look real or it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
These bitches, the second they see the Virgin Mary, you cover it with your projector. So
Yeah.
they're like, it was one frame.
You know,
was one frame
telling
of-
this story is going to cause so many car accidents. Like, some kid's going to go out and do this, and people are going to be driving into telephone poles and shit.
But you know what else made it creepier to them, though? The people who saw it and believed it was like the Virgin Mary. Okay, so they saw the Virgin Mary and they're fucked. They're scared now.
Right.
But for the people who knew it was a projector, they're like, there's some creepy fucking bastard there pointing the projector.
That's even almost scarier.
Like,
the
some
idea
people-
that someone was watching them.
So, no, but some people like sometimes like we do it, and then a guy would just go and just like
Yeah, he'd
fucking
look right up, yeah.
at the exact second like
when we'd shit our pants. Yo, did I ever tell you that one time? I used to have a green laser pointer, and I'd stay up till like 4 a.m, like shining it down the street at people. But one time, one time. Okay, so we were surrounded by other flats, right? One night, I just got the pointer and I pointed it into every single flat window for like probably 10-second bursts, right, just to see what happened, and nothing happened. I was like, all right. And I went to bed, and then I fucking woke up and just heard like, oh! And I was just like, what the fuck? And I barely just pulled up my blind a little bit. There was this fucking massive, muscly, like Russian old man, and he was like, I know you're up there. And I was just like, oh god, I hope he doesn't know which one it was.
I want to know what he thought you did. Like, what happened? Though?
All I was doing was pointing a big green light, like laser, into his window.
Yeah, but something must have happened.
It might have hit him right in the eye, or it might have like.
It probably woke him up.
It was like a chain of events. Like it like caused like
yeah.
this whole
He was
devastating.
He was
chain.
like he was
Yeah,
probably
he's jacking off in the
and then
middle.
it like
or
it
then
did
it's
like
like
hit all those fucking mirrors and then
It got into his eye, and then he was like, oh, and then he jerked off, and it sprayed up in his face, and then he
was
tripped
scary.
backwards.
Well, I was going to say maybe it was in his like little toddler who was scared of monsters' bedroom.
If he had
but
seen
yeah.
me looking at the window, he would have smashed down my door and killed me. He was fucking scary, and he looked like that guy from. Do you ever see Dennis the Menace, the live-action movie?
yeah.
He looked like Christopher Lloyd, the bum in that movie. It was fucking scary. He was
Christopher
screaming.
Lloyd is like the least threatening guy.
No, but in that movie, he's scary.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's very random.
Okay.
Have you guys ever eaten your own cum?
Don't start. Well, Zach's not here.
Wait.
I'm not. And this isn't a gay dispute. I'm
This
just,
is
like,
going to be the
legitimately
third
serious.
podcast.
All right, yeah. You know what? We can't go on about it. I'll
Let-
say this:
let-
I have
This-
tasted it. I have not eaten it.
No,
You
I'm
tasted it.
Okay, no, but there's a difference.
listen,
I wasn't just like
listen.
gobbling a whole fucking cup of
Listen,
cum.
listen.
I just kind of like put my tongue. Was
Listen!
Like, okay, yeah.
I'm not talking. This isn't a gay dispute. This isn't if you're fucking gay or if you want to blow guys. This is just a legitimate.
Okay,
Have you
so just
ever
answer the question.
tried
Right.
it?
Listen, Cory.
Have
Yes,
you
I
ever
have
tried it?
I have tried. I have stuck. I have just barely dabbed my tongue.
Dabbled in it.
Just a
Cory.
tiny
He
little.
drank it with a sippy
I
straw.
haven't.
No,
I have
Cory.
in my entire
You were
life
blowing bubbles.
The only thing I've ever, all the gross shit I've done, I've probably only tasted pre-cum.
Well, Cory. Yeah, well, me. Yeah.
Which is-
what I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
say.
say
I know
me
you
too
said.
now. You're gonna say me too.
No. Well, I've only said. You said that this is. You said this isn't going to be a gay dispute.
No,
but
it's not a
Zach-
gay dispute.
It's not. It's not. But if Zach was here, see, he'd be like, it is because.
Okay, it doesn't
Oh, it
matter.
doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't
I know.
matter what he would say.
Exactly. But I'm just trying to say like that why he's wrong. But anyway.
Oh my god, you
Oh
just
my
so
God.
weaseled yourself into that dispute.
But anyway.
I'm just like,
I'm gonna keep that in just so everyone knows what a weasel you
Yeah.
are. We're off that topic. Just answer the goddamn question.
All right. I pussied my way into that one. Okay. But okay, so the thing is, I jack off and I'm like, you're like, I'm gonna do it. And then the second you come, you're like,
Exactly.
oh god, that's disgusting.
That's what-
I'm
yeah.
not-
dude, I'm the same way. And I
Exactly.
do it, and I'm like, oh, because it feels good. Then you're like, where's the thing?
See, Mick,
Yeah, then
clean
you're just
myself
like,
up.
yeah,
You know that whole.
But you almost want to, like but
Yeah.
you won't do it.
Yeah, why do you
Mick.
want
I
to?
won't
Yeah.
do it.
Why do people want to do that?
That entire dispute you had with Stamper and Zach, right? There's a point where you get so horny. Where
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna do something horribly dirty. I'm gonna drink all my cum, right?
That's it, yeah.
And you aim your dick up in your mouth, right? But then you're like, no, I won't do that. I'll just come in my hand and then I'll eat it when I'm done. But then
I
the
tried-
second you come, you hold it up and you're like, oh, and you put it away.
Chris,
That's
I
true.
tried to like aim and come into my mouth, but the farthest I got was like the middle of my chest.
And
Like,
you literally dodged that bullet.
I was okay. I also
Because you were looking down like,
also,
oh, thank God.
also,
oh, I
you
You have
almost
to
did
train.
it.
You have to train yourself. You have to train yourself.
Also, I was edging to try and have a little push behind my penis. So I was like, all right, I'm edging now, so I'm really building it up.
So you timed
And
your
then I went,
thrust.
it still
You
just
know,
sort of, like,
honestly,
shot up
I don't think
to
any of
here.
you really tried, because the really easy way to do it is you get in like a sit-up position with your legs on the bed and your back on the floor, and
I
then
don't lay down.
and then what you
It's
do is you
easy.
flex your ass a little bit, so
Yeah.
so it's basically like there's no way you're gonna miss. In fact,
don't
you
do
should
that.
close your eyes because you're probably gonna hit yourself in the face.
don't
Wait,
do that.
you get further range when you flex your ass?
No, I'm saying that if you have literally, if you're in a sit-up position and you've got your legs on top of the bed and you're flexing your ass, like you're
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
I don't
flexing
do
your
that,
ass.
Because then it shoots higher up and then kind of.
I
No,
don't do
it
that.
shoots down directly into your fucking
my
face.
dick doesn't
Mick, I
point
don't do
way.
that. I've never done that
I'm just saying,
before.
if you were in, if
this
you were
is what I do.
honestly trying to get it in your
I like
mouth,
try to,
that's
like,
how you would do it.
I try to like get comfortable because it's like you kind of like got to get into the mood, but I never like go like fucking like a
you
cannon.
never jack off upside down.
I don't like. I don't
None of you
do it
guys have
either.
ever jacked off upside down.
No.
dude, you get blood rushing to your head. It's
I'm gonna
almost
try
like
that. I'm gonna fucking try that.
asphyxiation a little
Yeah.
bit, but it's not as bad where you're like choking yourself or something. But if you're jacking off with your head over the bed, like if you've got your back to the bed and your head's kind of down, the blood rushes to your head.
And it feels better?
Well, you know what? I'm cutting all this.
I'm doing that when I get back, and then I'm gonna practice
Everyone's gonna think I'm a
later.
fucking freak.
One time I was fucking a girl in her ass. I came in her ass.
In her
Yeah.
butt.
She farted it out. And she said, "This is comfortable."
Was it bubbly?
And then,
Yes.
and then you ate it,
Yes.
and you were like, "This is comfort food."
Generally, when you sneeze, do you also find yourself farting as well?
Well, that's because
I have.
because when you sneeze, it contracts your bowels. Like, right under there.
But have you ever been afraid that you may actually like
Shit yourself?
Yeah.
If you have like severe, like sometimes when you're sick, you do kind of have the squirts going
That
on.
happened to me, dude.
Yeah, and then you're also like sick, so you have like sneeze and sniffles and all that. And so yeah, that I mean, I think I may have like squirted a little shard.
I'm
or two,
always
but-
terrified. Like when I'm sneezing and I'm like, I'm always like, oh, I don't
happened to me on
I don't
that
know how
couch.
forceful it was.
Oh,
cool.
oh, actually, I think Zach was saying that.
Yeah, it happened to me right on that couch.
Yeah, right where Cory's sitting, right?
Right where
Corey,
you're
you're sitting. Chris's shit.
No, it said what you're saying.
No.
Yeah, you're sitting on my green
You're
turd.
wallowing in his green turds.
And I shat in my pants and I wallowed to the bathroom.
Wait, today?
No, it was,
Fucking
it was
Chris
like 2
free
years
assing
ago.
everywhere.
Waddled to the
Yeah,
free
Zach,
shitting.
Zach like spoon fed me like gross sardines. He's like, tastes good.
Actually,
Like-
the only time, I don't know if I said this before, but the only time I ever actually shit in my pants, like
Full blown.
yeah, like actually shit myself, because
It was coming up the back.
I feel like there's a situations in everyone's life that at some point in their life they're gonna shit themselves. Not when they're old, like old men who don't know like the time of day is, but like you're just gonna be, something's gonna happen. You're in a situation where you
Right.
can't help it and you're going to shit
You're
yourself.
gonna shit yourself.
That happened to me when I went with my father to Aldi's.
All these, yeah.
I needed to go to the bathroom really bad.
Yeah.
And when I went there, I sort of had the idea that there would be a bathroom there because it's fucking Aldi's.
Right.
There wasn't a bathroom there. So I was there and I'm like, I'm going to shit my pants. Like, I was already like wincing and stuff and really
You know they
uncomfortable.
have a bathroom.
They didn't.
Because the employees have to use the bathroom.
They didn't have a bathroom. Not in this Aldi's.
Well, they had to for the employees, but they didn't let customers in there.
Yeah.
That is so... They're like, you're just going to
It
stand
was restricted.
in the aisle and
So
shit.
he in Aldi's you also have to pack your own stuff, so you kind of go to an area to like pack your stuff. So while I was doing that, I shit my pants.
What fucking supermarket is this?
It's Aldi's.
I like to pack my own groceries.
But I would.
Sweet.
But that's my situation of where I've shit myself. What about you guys?
Wait, no, wait.
Yeah.
So what happened? You shat yourself and then what?
My dad grounded me.
Dick.
Yeah. Like you already shit yourself.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insult to injury.
He took
Like,
away my Super Nintendo. That's what he did.
One time-
Yeah, I shit myself, and I told him I'm like, Dad, I can't help it. There's no bathroom.
I've never actually shat myself in 34 years. I've never shat myself.
I came so fucking
Are you
close.
sure?
But I have pissed myself a few times.
Okay.
And one time it was because this is when I was a little
I pissed
kid.
myself.
My grandma raised me, but she went out to lunch with one of her girlfriends, and she took me to a supermarket because they had an arcade. They had like 3 or 4 games. I think it was like a Galaga game or something I was playing. It was old. Anyways, so they gave me a whole bunch of quarters and I was playing. I got so far in this game and I had to pee so bad, but I didn't want to stop playing because I'd never gotten this far and I was kicking ass and there was no signs of me dying. Like I was on a fucking roll. And I remember just standing there being like, fuck this, and I just pissed myself, and I was wearing shorts too, so it was very clear what happened. And I'm sitting there with like these wet shorts, and like people walking by watching this fat Chinese kid playing Galaga, but I recall like later on thinking back on that, and it was kind of the first signs of like I knew that I would become like a workaholic. Like I knew that I would have the attention span, and I would have the will and the
When I
drive.
was
Like
with my father, I never thought, because I myself, I'm somewhat of a work person. I love,
Yeah.
I work every day. I have no problem
Oh,
with it.
yeah.
I love to work. I never thought I would, because with my dad, he always found like grunt work to do around the house. He would always he would buy like a fucking bus, and he'd be like, we're gonna fix this up. He would spend like 15 grand on a bus, and or 1,500 on a bus, and he'd be like, we're gonna fix it up, and it's like broken and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never gonna be into this stuff. I'm never gonna want to have to work and do shit every day.
But
And
you
that
just find stuff for you to do. So you like buy a bus, brand new, and then you take a crowbar to it and
Yeah.
be like, fix it.
Yeah, he'd fucking bash out the windows. He'd be like,
And then you put a bomb to your neck and be like, you got an hour to fix this. Go.
Niall, talk about shit already.
Come on, Todd. Come on.
Fine. Well, I was working in a supermarket, and I was like literally about to get fired. It was the same supermarket that I was talking about
You
earlier.
shit yourself just to spite them.
No, but literally like on the
You're
way,
fired.
literally on the way in, I was literally on the way in. I was like, all right.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to
I'm
cut
sorry.
you off. I didn't mean to cut you
I'm
off.
sorry, that just...
Literally on the way in, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to last the day here. And like I was on the verge of being fired anyway, so I got on my register and then the hottest girl in the whole shop like she goes, "Do you want me to bag for you?"
You shit
And I was,
yourself.
she's like, "Do you want me to bag for you?" I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I was like, yeah, go for it. And then I was like, I feel sick. And she was like, you should tell somebody. And I was like,
I'm telling you, bitch.
I was like, I feel really sick. And then I told like the Indian manager when he walked by, and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I feel really sick. And then the hottest girl was like, and then I was like, ran to the bathroom, and I can't shit in public toilets.
I've heard this.
Yeah.
No, that you can't shit in public toilets.
Dude, before you go into the story, I'm the same way. When I go into a public bathroom, and I know it's like you go into a guy's bathroom, it's just like you try to restrain your like. You don't want to fart too loud, or you feel self-conscious.
I find it helps though when you hear like other guys come.
Oh, absolutely!
absolutely.
But as soon as they break the seal, it's like, "Hey guys, let's do it. It's a party."
It's like
you sit down.
guys here.
Okay, this is what always happens, right? You walk in, there's a guy pissing, you're like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Then another big fat idiot walks in, he's like,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
And then
I really do feel it. I need a guy to break the wind before I can break the wind.
Then
in a
he
public
masks
bathroom.
the sound of yours. So
Exactly.
The trick though is just to flush. Flush and go with the flush.
Actually, the best thing to do
Is
to really
scream.
do it.
Scream.
No, yeah.
I've never done it, so I'm actually intrigued
The
here.
best thing to do. This is a what do you call it? A life hack. When you go to a public bathroom and you really need to shit, restrain yourself until the person goes up to wash his hands and turns on the water, and then fucking blast your ass all over the toilet because the fucking you go. But sometimes they don't wipe, and you just wait for that door to go. Then you just shit.
I have a terrible habit of when people make loud noises, like if they have like really painful sounding farts, like just like really like sharp, like needles are shooting out of their butt. I always
They're
make
not
a
wet
sound.
farts.
No, it's not wet. It's like it sounds like they're shooting like granite out of their it's like sandpaper on glass or some
I never
shit.
understood that. So it sits down and goes.
Yeah, and anytime that happens, I always just out of a reaction will make a reactionary sound. I'll always be like, ooh, and they must be like so like self-conscious, I'm like ow, or something. I always do make a sound. So, anyways, Niall, you've got to shit. You've told the girl, hey, I gotta go. My stomach's grumbling. The Indian dude's like, go take a shit, and then you're walking up to
Waddling up.
right to the public toilet, and
Okay, and I ran into this thing and went, "Ah!" But I still actually, but I saw
Like a roller coaster. That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, but the thing is, I still had anxiety. I still couldn't do it. I was like, no!
so your hands are up in the air, your legs
your
are
ass-
spread.
your ass
I was
is
ready.
convulging.
I was ready. I
Your
had
ass
nothing
is like
came
this.
the shits were on the front lines, ready to be fucking, just to be.
But your
rushed out
butthole
of the
was
wars.
clenched,
And it just
in
wouldn't come out.
fear.
It was confused. It was like doing.
However,
If somebody
the worst-
punched you in the stomach,
But the weirdest thing is, I would have easily been able to shit my pants when I was standing there, but I wasn't
right.
able to shit in the
No.
toilet.
yeah.
And then the girl walks in and you fucking let it go because that's what you needed.
That's probably what happened. So I was like, I need to go. I don't care, and I like just vacated the premises, and I called my friend to pick me up. I was like, please pick me up, and then and then waiting for like her to pick me up was the like longest 15 minutes of my entire life because I was like, I was like standing around, and I was trying to walk, so I was trying to walk just to like. Not like if I stood still, I know like something in my body would be like want to move. I was trying to trick my body into thinking it's moving, so I was like, all right, here we go. And then when I was waiting, and then like I walked into her house, and I was like, I'm having a shower because I didn't want to tell her I was like shitting.
Right.
I turned on the shower and was like, hallelujah.
Wait, you can shit in somebody else's shower.
I lived in that house.
But you
I
can
lived-
shit in the shower, but you can't
No,
shit.
it's so weird. No, it wasn't in the shower. I turned on the shower to mask.
I do the
mask
same
sound.
thing. I do the same thing. It's now a habit of mine.
turn on
Anytime
the
I go
tap.
into a bathroom,
Yeah.
yes, I turn on the water.
Yeah,
I always
just
know.
in case
Chris,
I have
when you lock the door
violent fart
upstairs, when you
sounds.
lock the door upstairs and the tap is running for like 20 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I know.
The only time I ever turn, and I'll turn on the shower, the only time I do that is if I'm gonna puke. Because I don't want, especially at a party, I have in people's homes turned on their showers, locked the door so I can puke in their toilet, and I will actually clean the bathroom. Like, it'll be cleaner when I leave, you know what I mean, than when it was when I went in. And that's how you know I puked, because, you know, I've like sprayed all the
Can you please
minty,
puke in our
fresh
bathroom?
scent. What's that?
Can you please pick
I told Lexi that trick, like to mask yourself if
Yeah.
you're going at it. It's like just turn the water on, and if it's not loud enough, just fucking blast it and turn on the other faucet to make it even
just
louder.
turn all the water.
Turn it all on, just
But,
blast it.
it's the weirdest part. It's like weird psychology thing for nervous pooers like myself.
Nervous poos. Are you
like
coining that?
What? Like
Yeah.
the day I moved into like
It's NPS. It's
like
nervous
I
poo
went
syndrome.
just say I went over to
Poopy
visit.
butt nervous
Not
poo syndrome.
ninja party sex, but yeah.
It's like I like in April I came over to America with Chris to visit like Zach and Stamper and all those guys. Like I wasn't able to shit that whole thing, and I was here for 10 days, and I was like, oh my god, I was like really sick. And then I moved back and I lived with Stamper. But the second that was like my house, I was able to do it. It's weird. It's like a GTA save file. It's like the second it's your house.
I am so much more comfortable in my own home because most of the time I have a setup. Like, in order for me to have a comfortable shit, I need a cold floor. I need to take my socks off. I often will take off my shirt as well. Sometimes I blow on my belly to get a cold breeze on it.
I've actually started taking my shirt off too when I go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
it really helps.
It does.
What? Really?
I hate a warm bathroom, and when I have to shit.
I love it.
I can't stand a warm toilet seat either.
What?
I hate warm
You're
toilet
really into
seats.
shitting. You know what you're doing.
I do.
You're
I have a lot of experience.
You're a veteran of shitting, right?
Because especially when I lived in countries like Malaysia or Taiwan during the summers, it's so hot. It's like 100 degrees, and I'm profusely sweating, and I'm trying to poo.
That's not
and
nice.
the toilet seat's all slippery with my ass sweat, and I'm like blowing on my sweaty belly just to get like.
Wait, is this like a ritual?
But I'm talking about like lukewarm. That's nice. When you sit on a toilet and it's like someone already just sat on it, but it's not too warm.
You like it when it's pre-warmed by somebody else's
I
ass?
enjoy my shits. I will bring in a Game Boy. I'll bring in a comic or a novel.
I
I'll
love
read
taking a
for
shit
20
too.
minutes.
I just don't want to imagine that I've got the same ass imprint as somebody else.
Like I can't do exact. He walks into a bathroom
he
and he
shotguns.
sits down. He shotguns, goes and he's done.
What?
Yeah, Zach goes, oh, I need a shit.
He
goes
shits
upstairs,
faster than
then
he
he's right
pisses,
back.
it's
Then he's
weird.
right back downstairs.
But fucking,
Me too. I don't take that long to shit.
I like sitting down
It's
and
a
I like
quick little
fucking
bit.
just letting my sphincter go loose.
Yeah.
And then you just wait for it all to fall out over 20 minutes.
Oh,
and you're
yeah,
like,
take your
and you're like,
time.
there is nothing
Take your
left in
time.
there. You guys ever been halfway through a shit and then you sneeze and it cuts your turd in half?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Absolutely.
It's just like some like.
That's the worst though.
That's a
That's
good
the
time.
worst.
No, then you got 2 turds for the price of 1.
Yeah, well, sometimes if I know I'm gonna have if I feel like, oh my god, this turd is gonna rip my ass, you can tell sometimes that it's gonna happen. I will purposefully be like, okay, no, this is not happening tonight. My ass is staying whole. What I'll do is I'll pinch it off because it actually helps. Because if a really huge turd, I'm talking like those salami turds come out and it's halfway out, there's you're done.
You know what happened to me once?
No, but you're gonna tell me.
It only happened to me once.
What happened?
I got constipated for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
For the week and a half,
And
you're
then
like,
you coughed up a turd.
no, you're like, do you know how I eventually got it out?
How?
I got in the shower and I pretty much put shampoo up my ass to lubricate.
Oh my god.
I washed it up into my ass.
That's a good idea.
And I got back out instantly, went over to sat in the toilet really fast. I was like, and it's like I pushed for like 30 minutes, and then eventually it was like, bloop, and it was just like a little Malteser, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, right? And I was like, it's bullshit. But then later on I went into the kitchen and I was like, oh. But then I was like, oh god, I ran into the bathroom. It was just like, and it was just like
A week and a half's worth.
Literally, it was like a fucking cow turd.
Chris,
It was like
coming out of the toilet.
Chris,
it was
like an iceberg.
It was a fucking it was huge.
Was it one of those
Chris,
things that curl up?
It was slurry like. It was
Chris,
just like,
I know exactly what you're talking
It was
about.
fucked
Where
up.
like
Put a little flag in the top of it, like.
No, it was like pure slurry. It was like a fucking tank of it. What?
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Where you have like that shit that's stuck, and you're like, I gotta dilate my asshole or something. So you fucking go and finger yourself to.
What?
That's what you do.
What?
You have to open your ass.
What?
Dude, I don't feel like I'm the only one.
I really want to know. I want to poll.
By the way,
anyone who comments, whatever your comment is, hold on, whatever your comment is in this podcast, at the very end, just say yes or no. That's it. Just write your comment, write yes or no. And if you're saying yes, that means you finger your asshole
Right,
until
you
shit
did
can
it.
come out.
Yes.
And if you write no,
that's
then you are a
bullshit.
civilized,
That
normal
is
human being.
Fucking bullshit.
By the way,
that is
can I
fucking
just let
bullshit
you
that
know
you don't do
You are an
that.
animal.
I
You're a
tried
fucking liar.
everything. I went to the doctor. I bought that
telling
fucking
you-
shit your pants liquid.
Miralax.
Nothing
I
worked.
am telling you right now, if you don't have any fucking Pepto and you have indigestion, the best thing to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to finger your fucking ass until it's loose enough.
Oh my god.
And then you can
You're
shit it
dead
out.
serious.
Yes!
Corey.
I've done
Corey,
it.
you were dead serious.
I've done it.
Corey, have you ever?
I have not.
I'm calling the police.
I have nothing
No,
wrong.
fuck that. I'm gonna beat
I have
you
nothing
up.
wrong. Okay, I
Meet me
wasn't
in the parking lot.
I wasn't fingering myself and coming. Like it wasn't I wasn't prostate massaging.
No, you're fingering
I
yourself
was-
and shitting.
Yeah, I was fingering it so I could shit.
Yeah,
you
man.
have to break the fucking wall barrier to let this shit out.
Oh my god.
It's an old Chinese remedy. I thought you fucking knew.
All Chinese technique.
Finger asshole, poop.
Nick, have you ever been constipated to that degree?
I've been constipated, but I got to admit, I've never ever felt the impulse to shove an object up my anus.
Well, listen, there's another thing you can do. Is when you're shitting, you fucking like jiggle your ass and spank your butt a little bit. I'm not joking.
I learned a lot.
And you ovulate. You ovulate.
I
your
want
ass.
a poster of Corey's shit techniques.
No, man.
Finger in ass, ass cheek jiggle.
This is true. Right?
No, you shake your
Reach
ass.
your hand in, grab the turd, and pull it out.
If you're constipated like that, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to rock back and forward really, really hard. And
Yes, you ovulate your cheeks. You shake them. You get your loose butt grooving.
Before
The post-traumatic stress syndrome, rocking back and forth shit technique.
Before that fucking constipation epidemic, I used to go like 3 days without shitting. I'd be like, whatever. But now I shit like once or twice a day.
Yeah.
And now I haven't been constipated.
That's good.
Have you guys
you should be shitting fairly regularly.
Have you guys ever like shit in a shower?
No.
I thought Niall did,
One time
but
I
I
can't.
discovered he did not.
I did
You've
not.
never shit?
Please don't, Corey.
No.
Don't say it.
Have you ever like
Have you?
just got a weird
I mean, like,
memory.
have
You?
listen, have you ever had a situation where your ass was like, it was really sweaty that day, so you got a lot of little like fibers from your
Yeah.
and you have your ass has like all these like weird
Yeah, like belly button lint, but
yeah,
ass belly.
exactly, ass lint. So
Yeah.
you have to clean your ass.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
I've done that.
Just like
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not saying shit. I'm like, have you ever like clean your ass and then like you have all these like weird fibers?
I thought you were gonna say, have you literally spread eagle in a shower and just blasted a turd against the shower wall?
Corey.
spread eagle like a
That's
fucking
right.
gymnastic.
And just like bullets, like throwing fucking meatballs at the wall.
That's never happened to me, but when I was a kid, you know when you're a kid, you can have
bullshit, Niall.
You have bad.
You've totally spread eagle and shit all over the shower.
You have bads when you're with your like sisters and your cousins and your brother. You have bads with your like little family. Yeah, I was in there with my cousin once, and like I was just like playing with my rubber.
For some reason, I'm picturing like these kids playing in a bath, and someone comes in, fucking spread eagles shit.
I was imagining the other way around. I was imagining they're in the shower and they were like on their back with their legs up in the air, and there's fucking like shitting up in the air.
It's weird. Like I
fountain.
was playing with my like little toy boat, and I was like, wee, yeah. And like all of a sudden, right where like the boat was, right parallel to the boat, like it's just a big turd, just like floats up to the top, and it was like, and like half of it was over the water and half of it was under the water, so there was like a little ring thing. I was like, ah!
Was that you?
I ran out.
Was that
my
yours?
fucking cousin.
I was about to say, Corey like unearthed a memory in my head there a minute ago.
What'd I do?
You were talking about that, and I was just like, wait a second. When I was younger, I took a shit in the bathtub.
When you were younger, though?
Yeah, when I was like 4.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I feel like kids have done that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like a Corey thing, like, oh, I guess shoving my fucking thumb and my fist up my ass isn't working.
No, you just use a finger.
Rocking back and forth.
You dilate your ass. You
like
get
I'm
it loose.
a fucking crazy person
No,
isn't
what
working.
you were saying there, that
Jiggling my butt cheeks
Listen,
isn't working.
what you do is you pull out that big old horse stick and you fuck it. That's how you loose your ass.
Wait,
Hey, Chris was saying something.
wait, I'm just trying to remember. You know what you were just talking about having baths with your cousins and shit?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell the story about me and my sister in the bath?
No.
Do you guys remember that?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Like this last time you were in Ireland.
Yeah, that was it.
Over Christmas.
Me and my 26-year-old sister.
We're shitting in the bath.
Yeah, we were
Together,
shaking the bathtub. No, wait. So I didn't tell the story where when I was like 4, my sister was. Wait, I must have been 3 actually. My sister was 4. In the bathtub, we're both taking baths because that's what like brothers and sisters do, and your parents are like, ha ha ha. But I was just like,
Just wait till you're older.
I just remember sitting there and I just started pissing, and all I remember is my sister looking down and seeing the yellow coming at her, and she was just like, and she was like, Mom! And my mom was like, just grabbed her right on time before the piss like got to her.
I thought she was to be so scared. She was like, ah, just like splashing it. It was like spraying everywhere back at you.
No, I swear it was like Indiana Jones. It's like right before the thing. It's like she took her out right before the pee hit her. We sure do talk about turds and piss and stuff.
Yeah, we
It's
talked.
just
We
an
had a
easy-
good like
It's
45
a
minutes.
relatable conversation. Everybody poops.
Everybody pees.
Like that book.
Yeah, that just like that book.
Everybody comes.
Everybody comes. Where's that book? Everybody comes. Here's a horse. Here's a cow.
Everybody knows.
When you were learning about
That's a good
anatomy growing up, and you were like typing in like you were typing in vagina and penis, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
You get these images of like dicks being cut apart and just like you have like boils on their penis. And
Actually,
stuff.
the worst thing to do is to Google something like vagina or penis, because
anything
oftentimes
clinical.
you'll get a whole bunch of things like burn victim penises or like dissected penises.
Ones with, like,
And then you'll
warts
see
on
like a porn shot too. Then
Yes.
you'll see like Lex Steele or Peter
Yeah,
North.
and then
so
you'll
you get all
beautiful
confused.
dicks.
You'll
You're like,
see like someone who cut open a dick, so it's like still bleeding and shit.
yeah, so you're getting a mix of like, porn, sexy images, clinical diagrams, and like horrific, dissected, tragic accidents.
I was doing a project on cows.
Yeah.
And I needed to know the anatomy of a cow.
Right.
So I was looking up cow anatomy, and I was looking at I was learning certain words, like there's certain parts because they're not the same as us.
Right.
I mean they are, but they're not. And I was getting these just like horrific fucking images of cows like fucking like like horseflies and shit eating apart their like pussies and stuff.
You know what?
God.
Even if you Google image something like smiles, you'll get like these people who had like car accidents and their faces split open and shit.
Yeah, it's
Or
Like Glasgow Smiles. You ever hear
Yeah,
that?
you'll get some weird, creepy, like, somebody got cut along the sides of their mouth.
If you look up like if you look up like burn victim, you'll get like happy families like eating fucking like turkey sandwiches, just like nice images. But if you actually look up like happy family, you get like fucking mutilated families.
Yeah, that's right.
Like all in like
Yeah, it's like they
family
were a
picture.
happy family until.
I never understood that. It's like I thought Google was supposed to be like family oriented. How come you're giving me all these like clinically things?
That's because
like,
you
these
turned
diagrams?
off
Safe search.
You turned on the show me disgusting shit button.
This is safe filter.
Do you notice Google got rid of porn now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
But they never said it. They just did. You just noticed.
No,
now.
no,
When you
no,
look
yeah,
at-
Well, they
yeah.
didn't.
No,
Yeah,
they
they
did. They did.
Like,
It must have happened last night because
The
Google
addresses,
images.
are still up. Like you can still go to like websites, but the images.
Yeah,
you
Google
can't
Images,
see
you
it.
can't see porn anymore.
It's
like,
very-
even if you turn on, turn off safe search, it's just like if you look up, like you might get like a boob shot or something. If you
Yeah,
look
if you look
sexy
up like
tits. You might
sexy tits or something, you'll just get like girls in bikinis.
Yeah.
What?
Very G style.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
have to go to
And
Bing. You have
what
to go
you'll
to
get
Bing
is
for
what you were
porn.
talking about. You'll just get girls with like fucking like their titties are getting cut open to be filled with like what do you call that stuff?
Milk.
No, girls don't get their titties cut open to be filled with milk.
Wait,
I
how else
do.
is it-
What do they get filled? What, you mean silicone?
Yes.
Oh,
how else did milk
okay.
get in there?
It's bored inside them.
Take this milk.
You gotta get a curly straw.
You know
drink
now.
some milk
Put it
and
in their
blow it
nipple.
into the curly straw while it's in
Wait,
your nipple.
is it true? Is it really true that guys can lactate?
Yeah.
So
I do.
milk is coming out
I
of a guy's
lactate.
titty.
Yeah.
I lactate.
No,
tried
you
to
don't.
I do. Do you want me to show you?
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever tasted it?
Yeah. It
Wait a minute. You're gonna drink your own titty juice, but you're not gonna eat your own cum?
Yeah.
I see. This is where I think. And listen, we're not going back to that. But I do think that bodily fluids are bodily fluids,
Yeah,
and
it's
there's
your own-
nothing.
That's exactly what I think.
Feces is a bodily
Your
fluid.
bodily fluid.
Right, no, but
it doesn't matter.
That was my initial thing. It was like, if you eat your own snot, or if you swallow your own snot, or if you eat crud out of your whatever, your fingernails, or your
If you eat your snot, you're gay.
yeah, whatever. Anyways, yeah, we don't need to go there, but yeah.
That happened to, can I tell a story?
Yeah.
You reminded me. I used to sit, in school, in math class, I used to sit next to this gross freak. Oh no, I can't say that. Don't listen to it. Okay, sorry.
Why can't you say that?
Foul, gross smelling fucking
Wait, look,
It was a mirror.
No, just in case he listens to it, I need to be nicer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I used to sit in a math class next to this tall, lanky, weird fellow.
with
And
Down
one-
syndrome.
It's so much nicer.
and one day he just fucking sneezes and he just turns to me and he holds his hand up to me and it's like a spider web of snot.
Oh.
He was just showing me as why like
Look what I did.
yeah like what if I did that I wouldn't just show it to I'd be fucking embarrassed. I'd fucking wipe it under the desk or
Dude,
something.
that happened to me not too long ago. I was like, I sneezed. I thought it was a normal sneeze, and then
Yeah.
I had this like huge gunky spiderweb thing in my hand. I'm like, ugh! I didn't know what to
There's
do
an
with
alien baby
it. It was
in your
gross.
hand.
It's like my whole fucking hand. Like I said, like I stuck it in kid gack, and I was like, ugh.
What is it about when we were kids? I remember when I would have these like stuffy noses where like I was blowing bubbles with snot and it was like crust like all along
yeah.
my upper lip, and when you got scabs they were like little mountains, like they were like these big
Yeah.
huge chunky chocolate chip cookies on your knees and shit. Like we would have like I don't know. I just felt like everything was crustier and bigger and goopier and
It's because
grosser.
when you're small, the scabs, like,
They look
the
bigger.
density always stays the same size, so when you grow up, it just seems smaller.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, girl.
Thanks, Dr. Science.
When I was sitting in school, I sat beside this girl, and she was really annoying. I think she had a crush on me, and she kept going "Nayola" after everything I say, and it was really weird.
Dude, you were making fun of somebody.
And she always
Oh, I get it. You were in special ed, yeah?
no.
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
And she always like farted. It was like she had,
I
exactly. I had to deal with that for like a fucking
like
year.
you.
That shit.
I like you.
And no, but then she hated me because one day she was sitting ahead of me because I just didn't want to sit there anymore.
Was she hot?
No, she was nasty.
No! I wish she was the hottest girl in school.
No, she
and like
wasn't
she was
hot.
farting
Niall,
and talking.
if you had this girl who spoke broken pig Latin or whatever the fuck you speak, and she also had like a farty butt syndrome, would you hit it or quit it?
Is she super hot?
That's what happened, and I quit it.
She speaks pig
But
Latin.
You hit it?
But she said no. I spit it. But she sat right.
I said hit it.
So what the thing is, what happened was I didn't want to sit there anymore, so I sat behind her, and you know those
Why
like
would you sit behind her if she's farting?
it was the only seat available, and it was better than sitting beside.
That's why I look at her butt crack sticking up out of her little jeans.
You wanted to.
That's what I was about to say. You know those chairs where like there's like squares near the
yeah.
bottom that where there's like empty, like for some reason there's like a hole in the bottom. Maybe that's just in Ireland. There's
A
chairs
hole
where
in the bottom of your chair?
yeah, they're like plastic
chairs.
Plastic chairs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then there's like a hole, like a letterbox or something at the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
And her ass crack, she was kind of heavy, so like her ass crack was like seeping through like the Play-Doh machines, and I could not stop laughing. And then
Every time she farted,
Oh,
did
did
you
you
see
try
it
to
kind of
throw-
ripple
yeah,
a little bit?
that's the thing. I was
No.
like, and that made me laugh even more.
Did you try to throw stuff inside of it?
No, but oh god,
Like
yeah.
your dick? Wow!
No, but
Niles
then
is sitting behind her with his little kid dick in his hand, trying to throw it in.
I just could not stop laughing. And then
Like a penny in a bucket. Sorry, go on.
And then I think someone told her I was laughing at her or she heard me laughing at her, and she hated me. And I think she just thought I was laughing at hers, but she didn't know I was just laughing at her like butt crack hanging out.
Alright, let's get into the real meat of what I was thinking of us
Did you guys
talking
talk about
about.
torpedo titties?
Whoa, what the fuck?
We
Is
mentioned
that Zach?
Hey, Zach.
whoa.
Holy shit, where the fuck did you come from? Oh my god.
That's not
Ninja-
Zach, that's Niall.
Oh. Dude, that is the best impression of Zach I've ever fucking heard. No. Say, my name's Zach. My wiener looks like a dead fetus.
Hey guys, it's me, Zach. My wiener looks like a dead fetus.
Holy shit, dude. That is the best impression I've ever heard.
Yeah, thanks. Wait, check this one out.
So guys, me, Niall, that's my name, by the way.
Oh my god.
Whenever I see a baby,
Oh my
I get
God.
so worked up.
He
I
would
have
say that too.
I have to hold the feelings back. Hold on, Nick. Watch how fast I can switch back. Okay,
So like it takes a bit of training to get used to, but once you get into the
Holy
character of
shit.
Zach, you can do it. Like check this one out. Sorry, I couldn't do it that time.
I thought you were gonna fart.
I wasn't in the moment.
Here's my Zach
Alright,
impression.
What I was gonna say, let's get into the real discussion. You see this nice old lady, she's doing good deeds, and it
Yeah.
just gets you rowdy. You're waiting for her to fuck up.
Did you ever see that video of that?
Then what?
Did you ever see that video of that guy who fucks granny?
That fucker. There you go. Is that what you wanted? Is that, are you happy? Are you entertained?
Then you fucking you knock her over her Ford sedan and you take that bitch.
That's right. She's fucking carrying somebody's groceries. She was helping Chicken Boy across the street, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Knock her over.
That's
Fucking
right.
adult huggies fall
I'm
down.
so glad you were
Take
wearing
her.
that Sunday dress.
There's some pretty hot mature women. I do agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would consider
course
when
there is.
people are like milfs.
But is it your preference?
I really not really. It's just kind of one of those side
Is it the
things.
first tab you go to under categories when you go to?
No, absolutely not.
No, but it might be
No,
second.
no.
memes.
It might be my second or third though.
My first tab is either ass licking or
Is that a tab?
it's a drop down menu.
It's part
a
of your
drop-down
bookmarks.
It's a fart down menu.
No, it's a drop down menu. It's either like ass licking or something kinky.
I have no idea why most websites don't have gangbang as one of the tabs.
You do.
I'm not a
No, a lot of them don't.
They don't.
They'll have group, but they don't have gangbang.
DB, my friend.
I went to WankDB. It doesn't exist.
It does so exist.
I went there. It didn't
I
exist.
go there every day.
Dude, I go to
I run it.
porn MDB. MD.
Oh, Porn MD. Yeah.
MD, Porn MD.
Wank TV.
I've been going to XNXX ever since I was 15.
Oh yeah, that's what.
There's also Tube Galore. Tube Galore is really good.
Used to go to a fucking Pornhub, but it seems too typical for my taste.
Everyone's like, I'm always on RedTube. It's like, man,
Yeah, you're fucking vanilla, bitch.
you gotta get to them tubes. You gotta get to them tubes.
One of my favorite is ToysRUs.com or Babies R Us because they've got all.
Yeah, you can.
I could peruse that onesies. I wish they had gangbang in the categories there too.
You see like little
baby
kids,
wear and shit.
little
That would be
kids
really
pushing the
funny.
stroller, smiling.
That'd be good if, like, on a website like that, it's like electronics, furniture, gangbangs. Like, what?
So, Chris, I'm on
How would you
wanktv.com right now,
Yeah.
and it
Chris-
starts off with a load of categories. What's your go-to category?
I go to short hair.
Chris,
What?
Yeah,
short hair?
Really?
Yeah.
That's such an interesting category.
Niall,
love
look
short hair.
for ass licking.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
right
ever
there.
dated a girl with
Told
short
you.
hair?
Told you.
Ass licking is right there.
Right there.
Have
Ass
you ever,
licking is
have
always
you ever
fun.
have you ever gone out with a girl and she was like, "Hey, what could I do to spice things up? What do you like? You know what that I can do besides being like suck my dick?" But you'd be like, "I want you to cut your hair." Would you ever do that?
Probably.
Really?
If they offered.
Wow.
I'm actually.
I don't know.
That's something that's never bothered me.
Would a girl be hotter? Let's say you were going out with a girl, she had long hair, you thought she was hot. If she had short hair,
Yeah, I don't
would
know.
she be automatically become hotter to
There's
you?
just something about it. I don't know. Yeah.
Hair doesn't bother me.
What if she had a shaved head?
close-
Like
Yeah.
the shortest of hair.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
It's closer to a boy.
Like I prefer the pixie cut.
It's like Captain Picard.
I like I like those
Patrick Stewart.
I like those punky shaven cuts, but fucking I don't know. Yeah, pixie cuts.
I saw something. Ollie showed me there was like a thing that they did a vote thing, and it said that more girls were into being like strangled and
Yeah.
hit.
There-
And
loads of
being
them are,
like
yeah.
they're into being like feeling like the victim.
You
Like,
have
girls
no
are
idea
into
how many
that.
there are like that.
Yeah, yeah.
No idea how many there are
I've started
like
to
that.
notice that.
Yeah.
I started to notice that these girls like, and it's funny too because like these people are like they freak out about rape, but
I
a
would
lot of
actually
girls
say-
have huge fantasies about.
I would
rape.
actually say
It's
almost
true.
all of them, and I'm not saying they
Yeah.
all have rape fantasies, but they all
No,
have
they
like
just,
they all
like,
want to be
feeling-
rough. They want
I
to
think
man.
it's the
They want
danger.
rough,
It's like
yeah.
the danger, but like it's still safe.
Still
like they know
feeling
that you're
safe.
not gonna like
Yeah.
kill them.
Like me, I would love to be restrained, but I would be terrified at the same time. Even if, but I mean, that's what, like, I know I could do it with Lexi.
because she could just like bite your dick off and then
Yeah,
run.
yeah, exactly.
Just run
But,
down the
like,
street.
You have to have a trust thing, and you have to be able to experience that. And I would like to think
Yeah,
if Lexi
that
had
makes
something,
sense.
if she really wanted me to do something to her, that I would do it. I wouldn't have.
I
any
actually
problem
think
doing
that's one of the
I think that's really healthy.
I think that's one of the prime one of the bullet points that a lot of people who are into bondage, when they talk about how it strengthens relationships, like a lot of people think it's weird that you choke people or tie
No.
people up or whip them or whatever, and then one of the arguments is, well, it actually takes a lot of trust to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
And if you're ever willing to go there, if you're willing to give in to that you really trust that person, I can see where that comes
when they
from.
want to be
Yeah.
strangled, they don't actually want to be like fucking like strangled. Like, you gently like do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And same with pulling the hair. You like get a clump of it and you kind of pull. You don't pull it like at the roots. You don't make it like
Yeah.
that. You just kind of
Yeah.
wrap it up and you go.
Yeah, they're like they like the whole restraint
Yeah,
being
just-
held
yeah,
down
that's it.
while you do stuff.
I'm learning so much from all you guys.
Listen, the next time
I like
you
to
get
have
a
rough
girl,
sex, but
next
I
time
honestly,
you get a girl, Chris,
it gets
smack her
weird
in the
sometimes.
face and shove her shit against the side of the bed.
Yeah,
Dump
there's
her
just like
neck
some
into the
guy
ground.
sucker
flip her
punching a girl like square in the nose. I just feel like
Doggy
that's so
punch
Yeah, I
her.
know.
She'd be like, "Oh yeah," and just fucking break her nose.
Yeah, that would be not good.
You know what a lot of girls are actually into? If you get like pliers and put it in fire for like 10 minutes.
Shut up!
No, seriously.
are. They're into being branded, too.
No, Mick, I'm telling you, you put pliers in fire for like 10 minutes, right?
Mick,
you
God.
get both fists. You
No.
shove one up her pussy,
No,
one up her
it's
ass.
serious.
Get
He's
them
right.
nice and wide.
You
Then
get-
you
you get-
shove the pliers in and rip
No,
out the
it's
goose.
serious.
Oh my God,
It's
Chris.
serious.
Chris!
What?
Chris!
What?
You get one of those fucking like hot irons and you press it into the side of her cheek. They fucking come. They love that shit.
They do. Especially if you brand them with your name or something.
Yeah, you brand them.
I take back the fact that I thought you guys were ladies' men. You guys are savages. You guys
Why
should
did you
be
even say
you
that?
guys should be chained up in a
We
basement
are not ladies' men.
and with pliers up your ass.
Get your colon
No, what I
twisted.
did when I was younger. Okay, so I was in elementary school. I was 11 at the time. There was a girl in my class called Carolyn, right? I had a big crush on her. And I remember one time I sent her a note in class. She'd be like, "Pass that on." And it was like, "Will you go out with me?" And she sent one back. It was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Here." No. Right. Anyways, I was like, "Yes." And then I didn't ever talk to her, right? Like ever. Like I never said a fucking word to her. She never said a word to me, right?
Yeah.
And then like a few months later, I got a note in class that was like, "I'm sorry, there's someone else." And I sent back a note. It was like the most gory stickman, right? It was like the words "I hate you" with the Y like piercing through her head.
Oh my god!
Oh my!
How old were you?
I was 11. And she was just like look back like.
You do know that when you become a mass murderer, they're going to go all the way back. She's going to recount that story. Her face is going to be in the shadows. They're going to have her like behind a glass wall or whatever, and then she's going to be recounting that story.
I don't know why I got so mad. I never even talked to her.
Oh my god!
When you're a kid, everything fucking... It's always the end of the world.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that
your pants are fucking dirty and you wanted to wear your favorite pants and they forgot to wash them, you're not going to school and you hate your parents.
You know what? Every time I see her, like whenever I go home for Christmas, I see her around town or whatever. I'd always be like, "Hi, Carolyn." She just like always looks away. It's like, "Oh, you probably still remember that I hate you thing." Huh?
She's got it hung over her bed next to pictures of your face with like daggers in it.
She goes to her psychiatrist now.
I think I used to be mean to girls, and I would go up to this chick's name who was Devin K. I'll just say that, and I used to call her Donkey Kong and make like monkey noises.
When I was in elementary school, there were these two girls, Elisa and Nell, and I had a crush on both of them actually. And at one point, I remember, I don't know why I thought it would be good, but I walked up behind them while they were talking, and I slammed their heads together.
Oh my god!
I don't know why. I thought it was
died instantly.
I think it was just like, like give me attention or something.
Oh man! I forgot. When I was 11, I was in school, and this girl who was heavy was in my class, and she was out sick or something, and the teacher was like, "Oh, where is Nicole?" We'll just say Nicole. I was like, "She's out couch shopping because she can't fit in her seat," and no one laughed. No, but one teacher looked at me and he was like, "Get the fuck out."
No, I remember, and I still have this problem now, but there are times when I want to blurt out the worst fucking thing.
That was one of the things where I wasn't thinking, it just came out of my mouth.
Right, exactly. I've had to learn to censor myself.
Yeah.
But I don't, even today, I mean, not today, but even like now at this age and this time, I'll be standing in line and I'll see an old lady and just a part of me wants to just push her as hard as I can while she's got her groceries. I don't know why.
Dude, I get the same impulse.
Am I crazy?
Because you're psychos.
No, I get the same impulse.
I would never do it.
No, yeah. I see this like person who, like a really feeble person. I'm just like, I wonder what happened. I fucking just like pushed him off like the side. Or you go into like a really expensive place where stuff costs like $3,000.
Oh, and you just want to break everything.
You just want to fucking shove.
I absolutely have that.
That's like that thing where you're like flying an airplane. You're like, "I'm gonna fly this into Twin Towers." But
Yeah.
You know when you go to a mall and you're on like the 3rd floor and you can always see down like the balcony onto the marble floor? You always think like you could just easily just jump off.
I have been like, if I jumped off, I could probably live, but then just not function again.
All your
I was like, I could be
broken.
dead in 5 seconds if I want to. I don't want to, but I'm just like, if I want to.
You think that if you jump off, you think how many people would crowd around to like see.
That's what I was saying, because as I was thinking of it, like 2 kids, like 2 like 5-year-olds and their parents were just walking right towards them. Like I could make that kid never
flat
forget
next
that.
to them and fucking give them like post-traumatic stress.
At the same time, if I saw you shove a lady as hard as you could, like an old lady,
You would fucking laugh.
I wouldn't. I might laugh, but then I would beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
I absolutely would.
I would never go up to like an old person doing something and just fucking like tackle them while they're like trying to pay for something.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I mean, I have weird impulses to do stuff like that. Just like sometimes, like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like I'm slightly
What if an old lady came at you, or you're at the Newgrounds office, right? And you just finished jacking off in the bathroom. You're totally, like, you're in this nice calm state, and it's quiet, and it's dark, and then all of a sudden, out of the shadows, this crazy old lady comes after you with a knife. She's running at you full speed. She's like, ah! She has no teeth, and her tongue's sticking out. What do you do? What do you do?
You fucking fuck her.
All right,
Would you punch her square in the face?
Yeah.
Would you kick her?
You drop kick that bitch.
Would you drop kick her?
Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't feel bad. You wouldn't be hesitant because she was an old lady.
This crazy bitch is coming at me with a knife.
All right, she hits the ground. The knife slides across the floor. She crawls at it like fast forward speed.
Oh my god!
Like a crazy horror
not
film.
a real old lady.
She is, but she's like absolutely like jacked up. She crawls at it like a fucking crazy spider. Grabs it, comes right back at you. What do you do now?
What do you do?
I Jackie Chan hit the
femoral artery.
No, I Jackie Chan can hit the fucking pool table, so it slides in and crushes her.
All right, crushes her.
Now there's a cool
It crushes her. Half of her body's crushed. She pushes her other half with her arms, and her legs are still under there. She literally ripped herself in half. The knife is by you now, though. What are you gonna do?
Zombie.
And she
What are you
crawled
gonna
at you with her hands.
She's crawling at you with her hands. She's like,
I go back
She's
into
like
the bathroom.
army crawling at you.
I
She
go
gave
back
you the
into the
knife.
bathroom and lock the door.
Corey,
You what?
she kisses both of her hands. She's like, "Go," and they detach like spiders. They crawl under the door.
Crawl around the
crawls over to you. She reaches in her purse and brings out little chocolates, and she goes, "These are for you."
You know what? You are a gentleman. You are a true gentleman. I thought you were gonna like stomp on her head or something.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were being chased by a horde of grandmas wanting to give you a kiss on the cheek? But that's all they're trying to do. They just want to go. They're like, come here, you're so cute. And
I'd
they're
stop and stick my tongue out.
We all know what you do. You run into a telephone booth and act like you're making a phone call while they all run by and,
What?
then you come out.
A mob of old ladies coming to kiss me?
yeah, all they want to do is kiss you on the cheek because
I
they
just
think,
stop.
they
Say,
think you're
give me the
adorable.
sugar.
Really?
Yeah.
But there's
You're a good
loads
boy.
of them. They're gonna
You're a
crowd
good boy,
you.
Corey.
They're gonna crowd
I'm
you.
just getting some old lady kisses. Yeah, I might smell like cats and like mothballs, but that's a small price to pay.
mothballs.
When
Yeah,
I was
they do.
younger, I genuinely had an auntie who had like a beard, and she used to always be like,
Oh, everyone had a bearded auntie.
no, I know it's such a cliche. I don't know why, but it's
Yeah.
like, oh, come give me a kiss. You're like, oh, fuck.
I was browsing like through porn because I was like really horny one day, and
Is
I
there
came
beard
across,
porn?
No, I came
Oh.
across like it's like you get these like weird obscure like things like when you go to tubes you have like these like choices like you scroll through
Yeah, like
it's
sub-genres.
yeah subgenres that you don't click and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's this one genre which was like cum facials and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was this like old lady with a black like mustache.
Oh,
I thought it was
no.
like the lighting on
Oh,
it, so I got
no.
really curious.
Oh,
and
no.
I clicked it, and this black dude was jerking
No.
off, and she had a
Milk
cum
mustache.
No.
Milk
Yeah.
mustache.
No.
And he was
Exactly.
spraying her in the
That's
face.
what my auntie was like. She
Oh.
had white hair. She was like fucking a million years old, but she had a big black mustache.
No, guys, that imagery.
Granny
I'll
with a
never.
fucking mustache cum facial.
She was a great aunt, by the way.
Is she still alive?
No, she fucking died.
Wait, do you say she's a great aunt or a great?
Oh,
She was a great aunt. Like she was my granddad.
Yeah,
you know, I just got this imagery of like this really, really old lady with that black mustache, and there's just this
Yeah.
big black dude coming all over her face, and then she's like
Yeah.
licking it with her like
Yes.
little tongue. She's like,
Yeah. It's very visible. I thought it was just a lighting. Like I thought it was just weird lighting in the porn video.
You ruined my life. I'm gonna go home and drink a bottle of bleach now and jerk off until I die. In my opinion, I understand that sex is like one of those things where people do weird things, but there are just so many like puke shit or
I don't
just
like vomit.
cannot or shit
Vomit.
shit.
I don't like
I
vomit.
Just can't.
Vomit
I can't.
is one of those things where it's like I see it and I'm just like because
Yeah.
I think
Because
it's like, well,
I'm an empathetic vomiter. If I see people vomiting, I want to vomit.
yeah, me too.
It's not like I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch some.
I
girl-
have no gag reflexes, or I have gag reflexes. I
Yeah.
think is what you say.
Yeah.
I have gag reflexes.
Well,
so
here, open your mouth. We'll find out.
if I put my finger in my mouth, I will puke, no matter what. Like I have low tolerance for that kind of stuff, and when I
Yeah.
see someone puke,
Cool.
it makes me sick.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh! Stop! Just stop.
I can't do it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
I don't have a gag reflex.
I was undoing his pants. He was
I always
trying to
like
show
almost
off.
puke every
Hey
time I brush my
boys,
teeth.
now doesn't have a gag reflex.
Every
I don't
single
think he
time.
accidentally told the world about that.
No, I just see like guys, check it out. You just try to stick your whole fist in your mouth.
Because I just want to show you that I don't have a gag reflex. Because when I was younger, I felt really sick, but I couldn't
when I
vomit.
was younger, everyone fucked my mouth.
No, it was way more innocent than that. I couldn't vomit, and I was really sick,
you
and I
were a
really
kid,
needed to.
so fucking
Yeah.
your mouth
So I was
is
like,
less-
I was trying to do it because I saw on TV that people
Yeah.
do that, and it just didn't work.
yeah.
Yeah, it sucks if you want to puke and you can't.
Let's talk about.
Sex, baby.
We've been-
Let's talk about you
Dude, we've been
and
talking
me
about sex
and
and poop
poopy
again.
butts and torpedo tits.
People
and
don't tune in to
puking.
fucking figure out the equation for the nuclear hadron collider.
What?
They tune in for shit and sex talk.
What?
Oh, he's just saying that, like, you know, we're a bunch of immature assholes
true.
who sit around
Pretty
talking
much,
about poopy, farty, sex.
We got the
wiener
farts. We
shit.
got the poops. We got the poops and the farts. We got the stories
We
about
got the poopy farts. We got the farty poops. Step right up. Step right up.
For some reason, I kept finding the word beehole funny.
Oh, that's right. You kept saying beehole.
Juicy beehole.
Juicy beehole.
Juicy
Yeah.
beehole.
And it was like, now it's kind of grating, but before it was really funny. And I was just like, Stanford, a girl with a big juicy beehole sticking out. And
That's right.
He would lose his shit, and
was.
he wouldn't help the cause because he was also like,
No, we were walking. I remember we were walking. He's like, "Yo, Cory." And you're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Beehole." And you were like, "Ah!" Yeah,
It was
I
funny,
remember.
yeah. So it's like, I don't think I'm ever gonna grow up. Like, and it's like, it's...
You're a Toys R Us kid.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a million
Beholes
fucking toys
that I can stick my dick in.
like bikes and trains and video games.
All right.
It's the coolest toy.
Shut up. We all know the song. God.
I don't know it.
Wait, you talking about Toys R Us?
Yeah.
This is the theme
Everyone
song.
went, Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Did it?
No, it didn't.
It did. It did.
No, it didn't.
It did.
That was the song?
It was like, Toys R Us, Toys R Us. Yeah.
Oh my god, that fucking sucks. I was living in America at the time, so I got the good one.
Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
It was good. It was just that's how it ended. It was like do 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 do, and it goes Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
That's
Why
terrible.
would they change that?
Yeah.
They changed everything.
I don't want to grow up. That one is iconic.
Didn't you say that?
Well, it's
Frosted
like
Flakes had a
Oscar
different one?
Myers. Nobody sings
Yeah.
the fucking Oscar Myers song anymore. Like, I wish I
You got-
was an Oscar Myers.
Yeah.
No
when
one
I was
says
a
it
kid,
anymore.
when I was a kid, we loved seeing it because you were saying wiener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Toys
but then you were
R Us
saying
kid.
you were a
There's
wiener,
a
right?
million fucking toys
Yeah.
that I can play with. From bikes to trains to video games. It's the coolest toy store there is. I don't wanna grow up, 'cause baby,
stick in my butt.
I wanna be a Toys R Us kid. More toys, more toys, more toys. If I didn't grow up, I'd be a piece of shit called guitar.
Fuck you!